Welcome, everyone. Welcome to IOM Entertainment. It has been a really nice day out. I've been wanting to come out for about a week, but I have been under the weather. So now I'm trying to get above the weather, and it looks like we might be getting some rain. So I really need to get above that weather. This is my second YouTube channel, the other one being Ides March Adventures. Go check that out. For today, we're going to do another top 10. If you haven't seen these before, I have a couple videos already on them. Check out the videos below. Other people do them better than me, but I don't care. I'm going to do them too. What is the topic for the top 10 list? Did you ask? I don't care if you did. I'm going to give it to you. And you've probably seen it in the thumbnail. It's the top 10 captains. The top 10 captains we have. Before we get into the top 10, we have a couple of honorable mentions. I'm going to say Captain Ahab and Captain Nemo from literature. I've never read Moby Dick or 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I believe that's where they're from. I'm sure they're great. I don't really care about them. They're honorable mentions. Also, we're going to say Robin Williams from the Dead Poet Society. Oh, Captain, my Captain. He's not really a captain, but that was a very powerful scene, and I wanted to include it. It's an honorable mention. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Walt Whitman, Carpe Diem. All right, so number 10. I am not a Star Trek fan. I know there's like, I don't know, 10 different series of Star Trek. So this is why I'm going to lump these at number 10. I know for some people they'd be number 1. But Captain Picard, Captain Kirk, Captain Scott Bakula, I don't know. All the captains in Star Trek. Number 10. All right, number 9. This guy was always a little strange to me, but I do remember watching him back in the 80s. I don't know how long the show ran, but I know it ran for a heck of a long time. He looked like a walrus. Anyone younger than me probably has no idea who I'm talking about, but everyone who is my age and older know exactly who I'm talking about. Captain Kangaroo. Number 9. What a weird looking dude. All right, for number 8, we're getting to the world of music. And even though love did not keep them together, we still have to go with the Captain and Tennille. I know they were huge in the soft rock? No, easy listening. I don't know what you kind of call that style of music. Tennille did all the singing. I think the captain played the keyboard and wore a captain's hat. So that's all I know about Captain and Tennille. They got a few bangers, but they're only number 8. All right, for number 7, I don't drink, and so I don't normally partake in rum, but if I were to drink rum, I would probably drink number 7, Captain Morgan. And I'm not talking about the actual Captain Morgan from the olden times, who I believe was like a pirate. I'm talking about the rum named after him. I assume it's good. It seems popular. So let me know. Maybe it's gross. Captain Morgan, number 7. And speaking of pirates, we got to go to number 6. He's had some legal issues. He's been in a whole bunch of movies, but one of his most famous roles, and I think only the first 2 movies are really good, and then the other ones are it just kind of gets progressively horrible as they go. That's Captain Jack Sparrow from the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean. Man, that 3rd movie was a mess. That 4th movie was even worse, and the 5th movie I think was okay, but I have no recollection of what happened. So, number 6. All right, number 5. We're going back to my childhood again. I remember watching this cartoon. I really loved it. I think it was like a 70s cartoon or maybe even 60s. I don't know when it first aired, but we're definitely going with Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman. I think they even had a spin-off like Captain Caveman and Son. But I think he had a big long big piece of wood and he would bash people. I don't remember too much about it, but I remember loving it. Captain Caveman. All right, we're getting down to it now. Number 4, one of the best Disney villains. He has a pal named Mr. Shmee, and he is missing one of his arms that was bitten off by a crocodile. We're talking about, you know who it is, Captain Hook. So, can you think of a better Disney villain? I can't. Number 4, Captain Hook. All right, for number 3, I don't even know if these even exist anymore. I'm sure they do somewhere, but we don't have them around here. But we used to, and it was basically Long John Silver's like evil cousin. We're talking about Captain D's. I remember enjoying it. They had fish, and I think it was basically the same menu as Long John Silver's, but it was good. Do Captain D's still exist? Let me know. Number 3, Captain D's. How about D's? All right, number 2. This could be number 1. I didn't want to include Captain Marvel because she's kind of boring, and I don't really care for her personality. But number 2 has got to be Steve Rogers, Captain America. And I don't care about Sam or Bucky. They're not Captain America. Steve Rogers is Captain America. He is the leader of the Avengers, or he was. I don't know what his status is. He grew old. He's just kind of missing right now. So they need to bring him back, and they can with time stones and multiverses and all that crap they're doing. But Steve Rogers, number 1. I'm sorry. Steve Rogers, number 2, Captain America. All right, well, that brings us to number 1. And up until about a month ago, I had never eaten this cereal, but I really love it. We're talking about not just a captain, but a Cap'n Crunch. And I don't like those crunch berries. Get them damn crunch berries out of there. They destroy the taste of the Cap'n. But Cap'n Crunch, so good. That's why it shot to number 1 on the list of favorite captains. Man, what is he a captain of? Does anyone know? And can captains perform marriages? I don't know. Who was the captain of the Love Boat? I don't remember his name. Does anyone know? All right, well, that was my top 10 list of captains. Did I miss any? I'm sure I missed 100. But if you like this video, which you probably didn't, but if you want to comment and like, it helps us out. Do that below. You know what to do. Why am I telling you? So we'll see you next time for another top 10. Have a great one.